The movie starts in 1980, when mercenaries Danny, Bryce, and Hunter are in Mexico to assassinate a man. They sit there chatting as they wait for the target. We then see another two men, named David and Meyer, who are also in the same gang. They then see their target approaching, and according to plan, they blast one of his cars, as this man moves with a lot of security and police officers.
Whoops.
They spot the car in which the target sits and start to rain down bullets on the car while the driver tries to drive away. This is when Danny gets close to the car, opens its gate, and shoots the target. As he shoots the man, he sees his daughter sitting beside him and starts to feel guilty, as he does not want to kill anyone before the eyes of their kids. Danny goes stunned, while a police officer shoots him in the arm. Hunter sees that Danny is in trouble, so he attacks the police officer and saves him. Davis then quickly brings the car. They help Danny get in the car and drive away.
Go!
But the incident takes a toll on Danny, and he decides to leave this business and starts to spend his life away from violence. He returns to his native country, Australia. After a while, he receives a letter in which he sees Hunter's photo, and it turns out that Hunter has been caught by a man known as the Agent and is in Oman. Danny straight away goes to Oman to save his buddy. He meets with the Agent, who reveals that Hunter was supposed to do a job and was paid $6 million for it, but he was unable to finish the job. He failed to kill the 3 targets, and so he was captured.
$1 million. A big score, Danny.
Hunter has now been locked up by Sheikh Amr, one of the most powerful men in Oman. The Agent goes on to tell Danny that the Sheikh wants him to finish the job, because if he does not, they will kill Hunter. Sheikh Amr, a deposed king of a small region of Oman, wants Danny to kill 3 former SAS troopers, Stephen Harris, Warwick Craig, and Simon McCann, because he wants to avenge his sons, as these officers killed his 3 eldest sons during the Dhofar Rebellion. The Sheikh tells Danny that he is living his last days, and this is his last wish. He tells Danny that he has to make a video of the 3 of them, confessing that they killed the Sheikh's son, and after that, Danny must kill them. He then goes on to add that their assassination should seem like an accident. If he is able to pull it off, he will get $6 million, and the life of his friend will be spared.
You must avenge my sons before I die.
I want to see Hunter.
Danny agrees to do the job and goes to see Hunter. Hunter is happy to see him, and they decide that they're going to get out of there. They even try, but get caught, which is when they see the Sheikh's 4th son, who tells them that they will never be able to get out of there. Danny then goes to see the Agent and confronts him, saying that he knew Hunter would not be able to do this job, and still he got him trapped into all this, but the Agent tells him that it is not his fault. Johnny takes a flight to get started on the mission, and recalls the time he spent with his girlfriend and before coming here, when he was peacefully living with her. Danny goes to see Davies and Meyer, who agree to help him for a share of the money. Danny, however, tells them that he does not need money, and that he is doing this just for Hunter. They decide that their first target is going to be Stephen Harris, and they go on to find him.
She could only idea one of the killers.
In. Boss? Danny?
They get to know that the man is still in Oman. So, Danny tracks him, and one night gets into his house. He knows that he has to make it look like an accident, so he inspects everything in his house and breaks a piece of his bathroom tiles and keeps it with him. Danny then sends Davies to England to find out the whereabouts of the other 2 people. In England, Davies travels to a pub known to be frequented by British military personnel and questions bar patrons about former SAS members in Oman. This is reported to the Feather Men, a secret society of former operatives protecting their own. The agency's head, named Spike Logan, is informed that there are people looking for his officers. He gets a photo of Davies and goes to see his seniors. He tells them that some people are following the SAS officers, and he suspects they want to kill them. The seniors tell him that he is allowed to tackle the situation the way he likes, and Spikes gets to work. But Davies, after conducting an investigation, gets back to Oman, and they start to plan the killing of Harris. Danny has made a hammer out of that little piece of tile and plans to kill him with it, making it look like Harris slipped in the bathroom and hit his head. As they discuss the plan, a man takes their photos. That man has come from England, following Davies. Danny spots him and attacks him. He, however, jumps into a tunnel and manages to get away.
Where's he gonna run? It's the middle of the fucking desert.
They gain access to Harris's house, pretending to be researchers making a documentary. As they get inside, they put a gun to his head and make him confess that he killed Sheik's 3 sons.
You killed the guerrilla commander, and you assassinated Hussein bin Amir. We're witnesses. Do you admit?
All right. You got me. I did it.
After Harris confesses on videotape, they take him to the bathroom, intending to make it look like he slipped and hit his head. However, Harris's girlfriend knocks on the door. While Danny and Meyer are distracted, Harris attempts to break free, causing Meyer to shoot him. She gets to know that one of the men has been killed, and his son goes to give the good news to Hunter, telling him that his friends have killed one of the targets, while Danny is on his way to kill the second target. Spike, on the other hand, gets to know that Harris is dead. He again goes to see his seniors and says that he is sure that the man he spotted is the killer of Harris. He tells them that they're going to have to be careful from now on. Davies tells Danny that they have gotten the location of the second target named Warwick. It is revealed that he is in a hospital in Australia. As Danny stands in front of the hospital, trying to come up with a plan, Spike is sitting in his car monitoring the situation. Spike sees Danny and understands that he is a target killer. He starts to follow Danny, and Danny also realizes that he is being followed. He makes Spike follow his car in the city, manages to get rid of him, and gets back to the hospital. Spike also gets to the hospital, and they start to fight. The fight goes on for a long time, and Danny ends up getting the upper hand. As he does, he sounds the emergency alarms in the hospital and gets out of there. He goes to his boys and tells them that they are being followed by a SAS officer. They, however, say that they are still going to follow the plan. Warwick is going to be at a military camp that night. Disguised as a soldier, Danny gets inside the camp and drugs Craig's coffee, follows him on the march, and makes him confess before the drug sends him into shock to die of hypothermia. Aware that the Feathermen are now following them, Danny decides to use a different tactic to kill their last target, Simon McCann, who is working as a mercenary. Their plan is to set up a fake job interview to lure McCann out of his house, and then to crash a remote-controlled truck into McCann's car. With the help of the inexperienced Jake, Meyer kills McCann. However, Logan and his men were watching over McCann. A gunfight ensues, and while trying to kill Jake, he accidentally kills Meyer. Danny tells Davies to go underground, and they part ways. Davies stays at a hotel and calls a girl. He is then tracked down by Spike's men and is fatally hit by a truck while trying to escape. Danny returns to Oman and gives the Sheik the last confession, which he has faked. Hunter is released, while Danny heads back to Australia and reunites with Anne. Soon, he is informed by the agent that there is one last man who participated in the Sheik's son's murders, and that this man, Ranulph Fiennes, is about to release a book about his experiences in the SAS. Danny sends into France so Hunter can protect her. He, on the other hand, goes to see Sheik's son and tells him that they should not underestimate him, because he is very much capable of killing them all. The Sheik's son confirms that Harris was innocent. Hunter then meets Danny and tells him that he will help him finish the job. Danny, however, refuses to take his help and tells him to go back to his family. Meanwhile, traces Danny through the agent and sends a team to protect the author, but Jake distracts them, allowing Danny to shoot Fiennes. He only wounds the man while taking pictures that appear to show him dead. Logan captures Danny, takes him to an abandoned warehouse, but then a government agent arrives and reveals that the British government is behind the events because of the Sheik's valuable oil reserves. A three-way battle ensues, with Danny escaping and Logan shooting the government agent. The agent, on the other hand, keeps an eye on and, thinking that Danny has been killed, planning to eliminate her as well, but Hunter saves her by killing them all. Danny and Hunter head to Oman to give the Sheik the pictures. However, Spike arrives first, tells the Sheik the pictures are fake, and then stabs him to death. The Sheik's son does not care. He gives Spike the money. Hunter spots Spike leaving, and they chase after him, along with the Sheik's men. After stopping the Sheik's men, Danny and Hunter confront Spike on a desert road. Hunter takes some of the money for his expenses and his family. They leave the remainder, telling Spike that he will need it to start a new life after killing the government agent and acting against the wishes of the Feathermen and the British government. Danny says that it is over for him, and that Spike must make up his own mind about what to do. He then goes back to his beloved inn,